All right. So I'm going to just very quickly go over a little prepared statement about where this this conversation is going to be grounded. All right. So the purpose of this discussion is we're going to discuss the impact of race-based, policy-driven social and economic deprivation on the Black community, how these issues intersect to create criminogenic environments by engineering scarcity, under-resourced education systems, lack of jobs, concentrated poverty offer limited pathways to change one's circumstances. This system does not allow for the community to build wealth, which exacerbates the lack of intergenerational wealth. This construct is a near caste system in which policing acts as an occupying, containing force that siphons off limited resources. Conflict is one of the many predictable outcomes. Okay, so that's a little bit of level setting about where we this is going to be our launching point. This is the system as we understand it, and we're going to try to discuss some things about how the system has existed in the past and try to find some paths forward. Nina, did you have anything to say about that?
Well, certainly the pathway to those opportunities, not exclusively. I mean, you need definitely public-private partnerships. But when you look at urban communities, and urban does not mean Black, it means city. But a lot of times when people hear the word urban, they automatically think Black and brown. And the last time I checked, white folks live in cities too. But we do understand the impact and on cities. So when you have government in particular, because government is really designed for us to do collectively what we cannot do as individuals. We can't pave our own roads individually. We can't make sure that there's clean water coming out of our pipes individually. Hello, Flint, and hello, other places, because Flint is not, it's just a touchstone of the lead crisis that we have in this country. But when people think about those kinds of policies and the impact that they have on the Black community and whether or not it allows for our communities to grow, or does it hinder growth? So investment in education is a big one. Investment in infrastructure. I mean, we are so behind in this country in terms of infrastructure development. High-speed rail across this country, almost non-existent. And we look at other countries like China, for example, where they're about to build train systems that take passengers 200 miles per hour. We can't even get trains in this country that take us, even 100 miles per hour. But what does the lack of investment and requisite investment in urban centers where the overwhelming majority of Black and brown folks live, and how does that impact and determine future outcomes? And one other point I want to make, Michael, when we think about income and wealth inequality in this country, which is a very big deal. And I want to make an emphasis on wealth, because there's a difference between income, what you're earning, and what wealth is. What are you worth? And I'm giving some stats. I think this is from 2011. And so, pardon me, I know people can Google. Google is a verb. But I want to go from the 2011 stats that showed that white folks had wealth of six figures, $1,000 worth of wealth, the average white family wealth. And Black families had less than $5,000. Think about that. Most people are in the working poor category. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. And so unless we are willing to deal with those deep issues, income and wealth inequality, most of the wealth of the middle class, whether they're Black or white, is in their homes. That Great Recession had a terrible impact on the working poor and middle class families, and a disproportionate impact on communities of color. So I'm really excited about these issues that the Progressive Army that we're talking about and elevating tonight. And it is my hope that when we go vote, not just in this election cycle, because there's an election every single year, but that we start scorecarding folks. We have to earn our vote. I don't care who they are. That we don't owe any Democrat or anybody our vote just because they have a D behind their name. What have they done for us lately? We need to take a page out of Sister Janet Jackson's book. What have you done for our folks lately?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because, I mean, the reality is the Democratic Party does not float without the Black vote.
Come on, say that.
Sting
like a butterfly. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And we just and we just it's too often that we say, okay, there's a D behind his or her name. That's the ticket. I understand that everybody's busy, everybody has a life to lead, but at the end of the day, what are you giving me for my vote? The vote, just because we have the right to
Right.
vote now, doesn't mean we should give it away for free. So let's start
That's
demanding some things from the people that demand our vote, because they sure are demanding our vote right now. So,
Oh yeah.
boy, are they.